All right. Welcome to today's beginners trading session. Um, Last week I stated that we were going to start trading this week. So I needed everybody to create their demo accounts. Just want to confirm that everybody has created their demo account. Let
Yes.
me know.
Yep, I got mine.
Anybody who has not yet? No, no, no. Everybody? Okay. So that's everybody. All right. Oh, who left? Somebody didn't create the account.
I didn't leave. I just turned off the phone. I'm on my laptop now.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oops, somebody. Okay. So, um, before we started trading, as you can see, I have my demo account here along with you all. And so oh shoot, I didn't do this. I was trying to prepare before GBP USD. I was trying to prepare. Oh, you know what? I can just show y'all this here. Okay. So, um, I have my account. Before we get into a trade this week, I wanted to go through, and before I even go through this on TradeLocker, does everybody have TradeLocker or are there some people who have MT4, MT5 or MT5? That's the only one I'm going to use, but
I have MT5.
you have MT5?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure so I can know. I don't have a demo account on MT5. Um, I have my I have my investment account on MT5. Um, I mean, I'll just have to show it to you, okay? I don't there's no other way to do it. Um, so I'll do both on TradeLocker. And then I'll also show how to enter, exit, do everything on MT5 as well. Okay. So with that being said, the first thing I'm going to do here on um TradeLocker is I am just going to save.
Kim,
Yes.
sorry. Can you just explain like what why am like what's the difference between these two now?
What trade
Because I did download the demo. I have it with trading. Um, but yeah,
and what broker is it? I
IG,
IG Trading.
yeah, yeah.
And are they on TradeLocker or MT5?
I'm not sure about that. How do I see that? I just have an app. I've downloaded it.
So whenever you created your account, did they give you the platform that you trade from, that you would trade on? Whenever you went through that broker and you
Yeah.
created the demo account, they should have provided you an option of which platform to trade on.
No, it was nothing like that. It was just a demo account, and then they have a demo account now there that I can trade on. But I didn't
So
say
they
anything
so
about the
so they have their own trading platform?
looks like, yeah.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that broker.
Yeah.
I can and all I can think, I mean, I've had several brokers, so I would just think that the way to trade on their platform is probably similar.
Okay.
Um, so as we're going along, if you want to try to use their platform to trade on, you can just kind of see if it's similar to how I trade on here or on MT5. I'm sure it's different on MT5. Um,
Yeah.
but TradeLocker, Liquid Markets, which is also I forgot what that broker was. They switched it to liquid markets. They're when they have their own platforms, they're almost pretty much the same as
Okay.
TradeLocker.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let me see how it goes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So and TradeLocker is also similar, very, very similar to TradingView.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So um unless you have a broker, let me see something. Let me see.
Eight cap is a good one.
Let's
Mic
see.
check.
Yes, we can hear you.
God damn it.
What are you using, Kim? Which broker?
I have KOT4X.
Okay. And what are your minds about
Well, I have two.
swap?
I have two brokers. I have KOT4X. I have a regulated and an unregulated broker.
Okay.
KOT4X is my unregulated broker, but that's the broker that I've been using since I started
Mic
trading.
check.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Jaybird, let me
I
um,
think he has an issue with his audio.
turn your tell him turn this volume up. Well, I guess his volume is up because we can hear him.
Okay, I can hear you guys now.
You can hear. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And
Hold
then
on.
I don't need to send my message. Okay. Um, I was saying that, what was I saying? Um, blah, 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 blah. I was saying, oh, I have an unregulated broker, which is KOT4X. I've been using them since I started trading. And then I have a regulated broker, which is Oanda, which I trade, the platform that I trade on is TradingView.
So
So,
to use Oanda then, maybe?
huh?
Is it then maybe recommended to use Oanda? So you can use TradeLocker?
Um, no, well, TradeLocker is for my KOT account.
Oh, okay.
TradingView is for my Oanda account.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So and I could use and I can also show on TradingView. So if you have a broker that you can use TradingView with, um, then I say go with it, but I don't know if they will allow you to do $100 demo account. That's
Yeah.
the only prerequisite that I ask. Um, and let me just share. Um, let me share. Here we go. Trading view. Okay, as you can see here, here are the brokers that TradingView allow you to use. Okay. Um, I know someone mentioned paper trading, and I went to look at it. I wanted to see what it was all about, but they give you I think $100,000 account in the beginning. I don't want you having $100,000 account. I don't want you having $100,000 account. Okay. Um, I want you to have something that's as realistic to how you're going to trade when we go live. All right. So, I mean, unless somebody got $100,000 that they can trade, if y'all got $100,000 that y'all can trade in your live account, let me trade it for you. That's all. I'm just kidding. Um, so if we go to all the brokers, so if you have what was the name of yours? IG. It was called IG something.
I have IC markets.
IG, yeah.
Oh, IG. Yeah. Okay. And then somebody has IC.
Yeah, so if mine is there, IC markets, I can connect it to
Oh, I
trade.
see IG actually.
Exactly. But
Okay.
but did you create $100 demo account?
Yes, I did. It's actually £100. I
Okay.
couldn't do dollars
Okay. So
because of UK, basically.
gotcha. So I will definitely do demonstration on TradingView. So you can connect your account to TradingView.
This is what I wanted to ask you. How do I do that?
You just click on here and then you got to sign in like you do your IG account.
Uh-huh. So can you show again how did you get to this page? Sorry.
Okay, so let me go back down. So as you can see, trading view is like this. There's a
Yeah.
little, see this little line right?
Yeah.
See this little line right here?
Yeah.
I just pushed it up
Uh-huh. Okay.
and you want to be on
Trading
trading
panel.
panel
Uh-huh.
tab.
Okay.
Kim, can I show you another way?
And then huh?
Can I show you another way? If you drag it back down, drag the whole thing back down. Right on the right where you are. Look, no, drag it all the way. Right where you are. Go right. Move the cursor to the right. Right a bit.
Okay.
You'll see a little arrow. Down a bit. Down. Right at the bottom. Right. Yeah, that's it. Press that. That's what that's for. Then it will show you. Then
And,
you can
but you still have to
You
drag it up.
just drag.
You still have to drag it
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. On mine, it doesn't do that, but okay, that's fine. Sorry.
no problem. So you have IG. You can trade on TradingView.
Awesome.
I thought IC was on here. Um, IC Marcus, but maybe I'm passing it by.
DMC. Um,
You see it? Um,
no, there's not IG.
so
I
most.
see markets.
Oh,
Is
here it
that?
is, right here.
Yeah.
So here's IC Markets. So if you have IC Markets, you can trade you can add it to TradingView and trade it on here.
Okay, I will try.
Okay. And again, you just have to click on the broker and then just go through the steps to connect. And you'll be using your IC Markets login information to connect it.
Can I say something? Make a suggestion, please.
Hmm.
I'm living in London, so I use the European brokers. The best ones are the ones that you can make the most money out of, right? So,
Which
um,
ones?
okay, so the one that I would say is Plexi Trade.
Can you write that in chat, please? Also,
I've done it.
Kim, I just tried to connect and it says that I can only connect the live account, not
Ah,
the demo.
that sucks. Okay.
Yeah, I have an error message. Yeah,
You getting the same message?
kind of. Yeah, it's failed to connect.
Okay.
Plexi
Okay.
Trade is good for MT5, so it's easy to MT5 is just
Empty.
good, right? But if you want to do demo 8 cap, you can do $100. It doesn't have to be pounds, it can be dollars on TradingView. You can connect it to your
And
TradingView.
it's connecting.
Yes.
Okay. Which one is that? The last one you said?
8 cap. So it's a number 8 and then cap.
And cap. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to try download
Those are the
that.
best ones, and the cheaper rates. The cheaper rate is with Plexi Trade. So when you're trading live, do Plexi Trade if you're in Europe or in this
In
part of
Europe.
yeah.
And
Okay.
not 8 cap if you live in Europe to trade live.
Yeah, 8 cap as well, but I like Plexi Trade for the rates. So for example, a 1.0, which will earn you, I think $10 a lot on Plexi Trade is $67 to trade, right? That's
Mm.
your margin that you would use. If you were to use it on other platforms, it's around about 74, $80. Pepperstone is 115 pounds, no, £150, and you won't earn much with Pepperstone. So I've got a whole bunch of brokers and Plexi Trade, and what's the other one? Hanko Trade. they're good platforms. But Hanko Trade, it's not on MT5, so it has a lot of glitches.
Okay,
Plexi,
Okay.
so Plexi Trade is MT5 and not TradingView,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, it's MT5, not TradingView. But if you want to do this practice that we're doing now, and you need a demo account, just sign up onto
Eight cap.
8 yeah, and then
I
just
don't know, Mike, I have a friend that is a trader, so she goes to, it's just my schoolmate at the law university, and she told me about IG. That's what she uses, one of them, and she said they're good. I don't know.
that's cool. I mean, if you find
Yeah.
if you trade with them and the lot size, so for example, for me it depends on the lot size.
Okay, okay.
I travel so I can use anyone's address to get any broker.
Okay, before we go any further, because we're not even there yet. Let's get
I
into
apologize.
yes. Okay. So if you're in the States, none of that it doesn't even matter. Okay. Because I don't think you can use Plexi Trade or Plexi whatever it is or any of the other ones. Maybe 8 cap, I don't think maybe you can use in the States, but um outside of the States, you those other brokers you're unable to use. Okay. So let me go back to um TradeLocker. Okay. All right. So the first thing, as always, we go to TradingView to analyze our chart, right? And let's just say, for the sake of today, where's my TradingView? All right. And we're trading GU, right? So always it's the end of the week, so we can just look at the weekly. We can see that it's very bullish. If you were on the call with Sean yesterday, he mentioned there will likely be a pullback, which will probably get a wick pullback, and then us start buying up to um start buying up to let's go to the daily. It's because I think we talked about this a few weeks ago. There is a supply zone here, and then there's also a supply zone here. So either we might expect price to come up here and then sell, or price is going to break through here, and then we can at least buy it up to here. So based on what I'm seeing, for those that trade imbalances, you have an imbalance here, right? You have this imbalance here. So if you trade imbalances, the price is likely to pull back into that imbalance and then price is likely to pull into this imbalance and push back up to the top side, right? I don't trade imbalances, so I'm not looking for price to pull back there. Um, So if I go to my 4 hour, I then look at my structure, and here you can't really see the structure, but because I know that this wick right here, this wick pushed up, pushed back, and then these candles started pushing up, I know that this is my 1 hour break of structure. And I'm just going to go down to the 1 hour so you can see it. Okay. And there was a little tiny break of structure in there, but because price broke structure, I'm going to use um so once we had this break of structure here, this was our swing low, this was our swing high. And as we can see, price broke structure here. So now this is our swing low and this is our swing high. I put MSS because if this is where I would want to see the shift happen if we're going to start selling. If price doesn't push all the way up here, and start selling, and I'm just going to change it so y'all don't get confused. Swing low. There we go. Okay. And I want to make sure that we know that this is an internal swing low and this is an internal swing high. Okay. And this is our breaker structure. So now we are waiting for, what are we waiting for? Anybody? Anybody can tell me.
Waiting to see if price is going to go higher than that.
Okay, that's you close, you close, you're close.
Waiting to hit a swing high or a swing low.
Waiting to either break the swing high or the swing low. Okay, so if price breaks the swing high, then we'll look for some kind of demand. As of right, anything right here, there's no demand in this, in anything right here, other than this red candle. But I would need to see. So if it broke here, because price broke here, right? You then have this push up, this pullback, and if it breaks, then you have that. Maybe there'll be a demand zone here. But if it does not break, so say price comes up here to wick and then breaks down here, then we'll look for the supply zone, or if you trade imbalances, you look for the imbalance to then start selling, right? Now, with that being said, we have this higher time frame structure here. So if we fibbed this move down, price is in the premium zone, right? So anywhere in that from here to here is the premium zone. Price is in the zone. So now, if it's going to go to the 78, that will be wonderful for me. Okay. Because that's where I want to see price come back to. But if it doesn't, we're in the premium zone. So price can shift structure at any point in the premium zone. Does that make sense for everybody? Any questions on that? Yay, nay, in the words of Todd Bueller.
I have a question, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why you fibbed on the way it looks like you did from the zero from the bottom of that, the swing low?
I
Oh,
fifth
sorry.
top to the bottom. This
Okay.
last this swing right here.
Okay, let me see on my chart. Okay, no, because mine looks different when I did it. The same fib. I put the zero at the top, not at the bottom.
Why are you
It's supposed
putting,
to.
are you doing a
Oh,
fib are you doing a fib
yeah,
extension
yeah, yeah.
or a fib
No,
retrace?
it's the retracement tool. I used it. I'm pretty sure it's like that. Oh, let me see. Yeah, that's when I use the fib. That's how it looks on the way down. Isn't it supposed to be that way, or am I doing it wrong?
I think you may be doing it wrong or you're using the wrong fib um tool.
Let me see. Yeah, let me see my fib tool. Because when I go, I just click on it. Yeah, it's the first one, not the trend base one. Just the regular fib retracement tool.
Okay. And you're
Yeah.
saying when you put your fib at the top and then drag it to the bottom, that you're
Mm-hmm.
zero?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so maybe I'm doing it wrong. Is it supposed to be the 100 at the top?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why I'm doing it. Alrighty. And where would you say is your where'd you place the zero, I guess, like at the
I put
swing low?
swing low at the wick of the low of
Of
that.
the low, yeah, which okay, which of Okay, I'm starting to understand that. And you're in the 4 hours still, or is it 1 hour? Okay, it's
This
the
is
1 hour.
1 hour, but it's
It's the
still
1 hour. Okay,
the,
okay, okay.
the swing is still the swing.
Still the same. Okay, I see it.
It's the daily, whether it's the 1 hour, 4 hour.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so the swing. So when you do that, the swing low should be at the at sorry, my apologies. At the we just delete it. Should be at the swing low of the internal structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Um,
or is it the general swing low of the entire structure?
the untie, not these swing. Wait a minute, ask that question again.
Yeah. So the swing low when we do the fib, would it be on the internal swing low or the entire like swing low of the
So we
chart?
could now, honestly, because for me, I know Todd said that this was his market structure shift, but for me, that wasn't my shift. So I technically would put it at the top of this high here to this low here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because my market structure shift really didn't happen to here. So
Mm-hmm.
honestly, yeah, but I do recognize that this is structure, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I have to respect that I have to respect it that I see until I don't see it, right?
Mhm.
So
So
go
is there a
ahead.
reason why you haven't marked it as the new swing low? Because it doesn't look like it when I think about it.
What do you mean?
As in like yeah, that one there, yeah. Because Todd said he marked a new one, did he not? So I'm just trying to figure out why yours is still like on the same one. Like, what's your
Where
thinking?
where would you mark it? Where
Because you said Todd marked it near the 38 zone, right? The new swing low. That's what you said. So I was trying to
no,
figure out your
no,
thinking
no,
why
no.
you didn't mark
This
it.
right here, I was saying that this right here is a market structure shift for Todd right here.
Okay.
My market structure shift doesn't happen until right here, this candle right here. So for me, um,
On
the
the 38. Okay.
so for me, this is really my premium zone. So if price happened to break this high, yes, it is a shift in structure, but I would not be looking for buy. I would be looking for sales from up here. Only
Okay.
because my market structure shift was right here and not right here. If it were right here, so if price came up here, broke my market structure zone first, then pull back and then push down, then this would be where I would be looking to sell from. So this is why I marked up both the zones. And maybe
Mhm.
you weren't on the call when we talked about this. Um, but that's why I marked up the two zones because my market structure shift did not happen till right here. Because I need to see a candle close below the low and not below the open and close of a candle. I need to see it break below the low.
Mhm.
And that
Like,
did not happen until right here.
and that was the internal swing low you're speaking about, right?
This is my swing. This is the swing low. This was structure. And yes, that was internal swing. This is an internal swing low because
Okay.
higher time frame, this is the break of structure. This is the swing low, and this is my swing high. So
Mhm.
all this was internal.
Yeah. Oh, that was regular structure until it broke.
Okay. So all this was internal. and then price broke below that zone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when you fib it, I guess you fib it from the 100 level down for that, and then you would take profits in the below the zero.
Once I got the shift in structure, right? Then you can fib the down move. So you can do two, there's going to be two fibs, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be one from this low here up to this high. Now that price has shifted structure. So we're looking for a pullback to continue selling down to a discounted zone. So the discounted zone is going to be from somewhere in between there and there. 50%, 618, 78,
Mm-hmm.
88.
When it gets there, we're looking for buys.
So once it gets here, now, of course, I'm looking for price to pull back to the 78. There's a demand zone here. Matter
Yeah,
of
I
fact,
see that.
I'm going to 9 times out of 10 set the limit. I'm going to set the limit and let it do what it's going to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, once it gets into this zone, that's when you start identifying more of your internal structure. And when you see a shift in structure, you can trade your imbalance or your order block or demand zone back up to this high. So if it pulled back to the 78 up to the swing high, that's 1,300 pips.
Can you maybe do the Fibonacci again from your external swing high and swing low?
You said do what now?
Your external swing high and swing low, your fib.
The external
Yes,
right here.
that's your external.
Mm-hmm. This is the last external move from here, here, and then here. And then these were the internal moves of this leg.
And you have nothing marked if you zoom out, like on a higher time frame, a swing low, a swing high?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Based on, hold on. Let me go to the weekly. So based on the weekly, and I think we've gone over this. This was the last down move, right? And so we're waiting for price. Price has already tapped the 78 here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it sold. And now it broke up. It broke structure. And so now we're pulling back. This is still bullish. So now we're expecting a pullback to buy. My guess is price is going to come to and see it already tapped okay, never mind. It tapped the 78, right?
Yeah.
It tapped into the 78. And did it tap? Like barely. And then shifted structure.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm a little bit confused because I also have that marked up as well.
Mm-hmm.
This one as a swing high and swing low.
Yes. And price is now at the 88
Yeah.
and going to sell, but you still have to look at the structure. So this is still the higher, I mean, not the higher time frame. This is still structure. So price is either going to pull back to here and buy up or pull back to here and sell below this external low. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, that makes
It's,
sense. But the
it's
overall
gonna pull
structure.
back to where? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's going to either pull back to delete this. It's either going to pull back to this zone we just talked about
Hmm.
to continue buying because currently price is going bullish. It gave a market structure shift to either sell back to this zone or to break this low.
Hmm.
So it's going to do one or two things. It's going to come back here to continue buying because this is still bullish, or it's going to come here, pull back, and then sell down to these lows. Now, I've already analyzed that price is probably going to take out these highs. And the reason why I say that is, like I said, I don't teach market maker cycle in in here. I don't even teach it at all to anybody. Well, a few people. But um but the overall move, the market moves in three cycles. This is one cycle, this is two cycle, and this is the third cycle. So I'm expecting price to break through these highs. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting price to blow through these highs, then maybe pull back to this, oops, maybe pull back to this demand zone here and then go higher. That's just my thought, okay? Now, what I think and what I see is two different things because I have to trade what I see and not what I think.
Sorry, can I just ask something? So do you always look at that it's there 3 cycles? Is that something that is
That's something
consistent?
that's something that I always look for.
Okay.
Just my it's like I said, I don't teach market maker cycle. I don't plan to teach market maker cycle. Um, but it's just something that I always look for. It's habit at this point
Okay, so if it's habit, why you're not teaching that?
because I don't know how to teach it. I don't know how to explain
Oh,
it other than three pushes.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And as you can see, I did these are three pushes. One, two, and three. So I was expecting a pullback somewhere, right? But like I said, I don't know if it's going to pull back to here to keep buying or if it's going to pull back to here and keep selling. I don't know. I have to wait until price. I can, because the price shifted, I can at least sell it down to this pink zone right here. Once it gets down there, then I have to take my profit and reevaluate the next move. Again, I don't know if it's going to come here and and give a shift in this structure here or if it's going to continue buying. My thoughts are it's going to come up to these. It's going to pull back here
And
and
go
go
up.
up to these highs. And that's not even about the market maker cycle. It's about structure. This
Mm,
is the last level of structure. It is bullish.
mm.
So all I can do is continue to keep buying until it shows me otherwise. Okay.
And Todd would be looking for imbalance here.
Imbalance where here?
No, for Todd.
You mean imbalance here or imbalance where?
Uh, well, yes, to then buy up or
Todd would likely be looking for, yes,
imbalance.
imbalance to buy up. Yes. And
Mm.
as you can see, there's no imbalance in there's this little tiny one right here. This little tiny imbalance right here.
So he would wait for that.
Todd would definitely be selling,
Okay.
and as soon as price got here, he would be looking for a smaller time frame shift in structure Me, I'm going to look for 1 hour or 4 hour. Um, and then, um, and then, um, I would be looking for the buys.
Okay.
Okay. So based on structure, we're still bullish. So I'm expecting a pullback to continue. This negative 27 is in alignment with this swing high right here. I mean, this swing high right here. So that's more than enough confirmation for me to say, okay, it's probably going to come up here. Now, what happens once it gets up there is beyond me. Once, if, and, or when price comes up here and closes above, now we are officially shifting structure from this time frame, from this higher time frame, from this higher time frame structure. I don't even want to say higher time frame structure, from this structure, from this bearish structure. Let me say it that way, right? Because price sold, it pulled back. It sold, it pulled back. It sold, and now it has shifted structure. So once you know that price has shifted this structure, and how far will it come up before it pull back? I don't know. It could come up into here and pull back. It could come up into here and pull back. It can come up into somewhere up in here and start pulling back. I don't know. I can only trade what I see when I see it. But once it pushes and closes above this high, this higher time frame bearish structure, then you'll get a pullback to then start buying. And then you can also fib this move from here to wherever this goes and starts pulling back. And I'm almost, I think I even said to y'all before, I will fund an account if it pulls back here and sells below here. It's probably going to pull back here and buy to these highs, to this next high, or wherever the high is that is fibbed up here. Okay? Any more questions on that? We're getting away from where we're supposed to be.
Just one last one, I guess. It's still in regards to the fib because that's the one thing that always messes with me. Um, when you did, because it seems like you did too. I just wanted to clarify when you fib either or for the down or the high. When you did the down, for example, you started at the top, and that's where, or did you start at the bottom? Because I'm trying to
Start
understand
at the
where
top.
you put the 0 to 100, because that always,
When
yeah,
I'm fibbing down, when you're fibbing bearish, you start at
bearish.
price
Okay.
is selling, you start at the high, and then you take it to the lowest point.
Yeah, okay. So I did, that's what I did before. I understood that one. It's just when you fib thinking it's a bullish market, it's just the other way around.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you're fibbing a bullish, this is a bullish structure.
So you put, okay, so the 0 will go there. Okay.
So I start at the bottom,
Okay, then.
up to the high.
Okay. Okay. And then anything below the 0, either or is where we look for take profits, correct?
Anything
Normally.
below the 0,
As in or as in like, not like the hundreds. I mean like the negatives. Like that's usually take profits, right?
right
Negative
here,
27. No, I meant the other way. Either going up
it's going
above
to
the
be
0
your
or
negative,
going down below 0.
going to be
Yeah.
your negative 20. Yeah, those are your take profits.
That's what I meant. Yeah, okay, that's what I
Your
meant. Those
first
two
take
are the two.
profit, I personally don't trade to the negative 27. I just trade to the last swing high.
Hmm.
And the reason why is if price is going to start reversing, it's going to take out the high, the last swing high, and then start selling, right?
Hmm.
So it may not even go up to the negative 27. And for me, 1200 pips is more than enough for me. I'm not greed. I don't do greed. I don't do 1700 pips. If I miss 500 pips, then I miss it. But the thing is, if price once I take my profit here, if price is going to close above here, then I can get back in and take it to the negative 27. So it's not like I'm missing anything. I'm just waiting for confirmation
That the
that it's
market,
going to keep going.
yeah,
Because
that's
if it just comes up here and sweeps and then sells all the way down to here, then it's never going to the negative 27.
mhm.
So, okay.
I get it.
Kim, I just have a quick question. This is Miss Linda. Hi, and
I
hi,
know.
chat. And you don't have to elaborate. I'm just something just passed through my mind.
Okay.
So on like that move that we're talking about and getting in, can you have two positions on the same move? Is that hedging?
You mean two position? What do you mean?
Like, okay, like you said, like you would be waiting for it to come back down to that low, that
Right here?
right, yes, come back down here. So I'm
Uh-huh.
saying, like, can you have a position there and a position up top?
You can definitely, well, what do you mean up here?
Yeah, but not in the premium, but like right, maybe back into the maybe like into the imbalance, like right
Right
into
here.
there. Right, yeah.
Yes. So wait a minute, hold on. Let me ask your question again.
So I'm saying, can you take a position in both of those spots and like set your
Set a
limits and
limit?
stop your stops? And is that considered hedging?
No.
Okay. All
No.
right. You
So,
don't have to elaborate. I just want to know. Uh,
no, so hedging would be, say for instance,
mhm,
you put you set a limit here,
mhm,
okay?
mhm.
And say you put now, I'm never going to give 100 pip stop loss ever, okay?
Okay. Mhm,
Um, but because we're on the 4 hour, and the sake of this, I just want to give some room to breathe, right?
mhm.
Actually, no, because this is where the hedge would kick in. Let me do that. So I'm gonna leave it there. That's 70 pip stop loss. And say you wanted to take your trade down to this zone, right?
Mhm.
But if price decides it wants to go up here before selling, this is where and you set a hedge, you set
Mhm.
a buy stop right here
Mhm.
would be the hedge of this stop loss for the sell.
Okay.
Then the hedge would pick up right here. And I'm going to just put this here because it's not once you set the hedge. So the hedge would start buying up to here.
Okay.
This would be in the negative. This would be in the positive.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Mhm.
Now, whenever I hedge, if that's the case, I'm taking my profit up here. I'm
Okay.
taking my profit up in this zone somewhere.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, when I try to hedge with a prop firm, I can't you can't do that.
Okay.
Cannot do that. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
But if you have your live account, your personal account, and you take your hedge up to here. Now, I know that some people in the main group, they wait for their hedge to come back down and then either get out at entry or get out at some point. I'm taking my money up here because now I've built my equity
Right.
in my,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, and so you always want to you always want to set a hedge based on your swing. And I don't do hedges in on internal.
Internal. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I only do hedges on the higher time frame swing, the external.
Okay. Okay.
Um, because this could easily, like this was an internal swing here,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? So of course we're looking for price to pull here and keep pull back. We're looking for price to pull back here and keep selling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the hedge picked up. This would have been your hedge.
Right.
And now you're in the hedge and you can take, I mean, it's really the same thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
really the same thing. But
Mm-hmm.
um and you can take your profit once it gets up here, or you can wait for the shift, which is something I don't see in the group. Like say you're in this hedge and it's up here in your supply zone. If you wait for the shift, you can set your TP for your hedge at the opening of your imbalance or
Mm-hmm.
the supply zone that caused this shift in structure.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can take your money, you can take your profit on your hedge, and then you can also set a sell limit to sell it
Back
back down.
down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Kim, can I just ask? We will learn more about stop losses and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the plan for today. But yes, no, that was a great question though, because I know that Todd talks about hedges a lot. And
For
if
me, this is the first time I heard it, hedge.
oh, okay.
Yeah, because this is like a beginner group. Some of us are not
So
on that levels.
so this is my thought process on hedges for beginners. Don't do it. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, don't do it. It can get confusing if you're not sure of what you're doing. I'd rather say just take the loss, right? And I'm going to show you in just a second. Just take the loss and um and then just regroup and figure out where structure is and then trade based off of that. So, with that being said, let me switch over. Now, the only thing about me doing this right now um is that oh wait a minute. G hold on, let me get it out the way. Is that I thought I just saved GU GBP US.
This is like for me, like sometimes I just take the some of the theoretical parts I like maybe missing.
So you say some of the who?
Like the theoretical parts. I sometimes think we should maybe just look more into this.
The theoretical parts?
Yeah, because for example, she brought up now these hedges or anything. Like I believe some of us we never heard about any of that.
No, hedges is definitely for it. Miss Linda probably knows how to trade. Miss Linda just probably faking like she don't know how to trade. Don't say nothing to her. Don't tell her that I said that. But Miss Linda probably faking like Miss Linda probably know how to trade. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that
No, I don't.
right. Okay.
No, I don't. But it's somebody that I know that does that, and they were explaining to me the way it works, and that's how they do it. And I am nowhere in any shape or form ready to start hedging.
So
But what I know about it, I was wondering, looking at the chart, was that a good opportunity for a good hedge? That was my only, because at that time I just had that thought.
yeah.
But yes, I no, I will not be doing that anytime soon.
I'm messing with
I know.
you. No, so hedging is definitely an advanced trading strategy. It is definitely a way to never lose a trade, but you have to know how to do it. Like
Mm.
you have to know you have to know market structure.
Oh,
Don't
so it's
don't do
possible to
that.
never learn to never lose. Is that possible?
If you know how to hedge properly. Just
Okay.
the same way that I say I trade the edges. I don't know if Todd picks on me about, or used to pick on me about that. He doesn't pick on me about that anymore because now he understands exactly what I mean. When I say trade the edges, you all know how I can y'all see my trade locker? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know how I say this is the swing low, this is the break of structure, this is the swing. I'm gonna just use this for here for an example, right? That is the swing high, right? When I say trade the edges, I mean you trade from your swing high or you trade from your swing low. You don't trade the middle.
Mm.
Do not trade the middle. So these are my edges, my swing highs, my swing lows, and this is why I'm trying to drill it into your brains, okay? If you just trade from the swing high and the swing low, then you're going your and as you can see right here is a demand zone, right? So once price got into your zone, of course, if I go down in time frame, I can narrow down this zone here. That's there's too many pips to be trading, right? But once price get in your zone, you go down in time frame, and I'm just going to go to the hour because that's where I'm always sitting, right? So once you go down in time frame, let's see if I can make this a little bigger. Okay. You go down in time frame and oh shoot, hold on. Once price is in your zone, you start doing what? What do you start
Identify
doing?
market structure and then
Wait a minute, say that again.
identify what the market structure is and then see for a change of character.
Absolutely. You start identifying your structure here, 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 and you see the break happened here, right? So I'm gonna just put this up here. And then what do you look for? Once you get that shift, there's two things you can look for. It depends on how you trade, like me or like Ty.
For an imbalance or for an demand zone.
And there you have it right here. And I'm going to just change my color on this wherever. Oh, here we go. Um,
Okay, just to confirm, so that black box is a hedge, and
no,
it was put on. No, what?
no. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're saying this black box right here?
Yeah.
No, this black box was the swing low that we moved
Uh-huh.
up, this was
Uh-huh.
structure.
So this is still
Like, well,
structure. This is
this
not
is
a
structure. Yeah, yeah,
hedging
yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm not even going to talk about hedging.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not
okay.
going to talk about
So
hedging.
we moved from that topic.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Until we learn structure and get through and identify once we learn we need to master structure first. That's the first thing we need to master. So when I'm teaching you, I am going to teach you to create a stop loss, and that's how we're going to trade from here on out until y'all are ready, until I see that y'all are ready to take a hedge. Okay? But if you were um like I said, we marked up the zone on a daily, right? And then we went because of structure, right? And then we went down to the 1 hour and we waited instead of setting the limit, we waited for the shift of structure, right? So price came and then price came and took out that low, but then there was still structure, as you can see, there was still structure here. And then there was a shift in structure right here, right? So this move up was the shift in structure. Once you get the shift in structure, you look for your imbalance so you can trade. If you wanted to put a long position at the opening of this imbalance or at the order block of this shift in structure, you could have put that there. But now your stop loss goes below this low. And you go up in time frame.
Sorry, can I just ask another thing? So those boxes that you put, that's a Fibonacci.
Which boxes?
Now you're putting those boxes
This right
there.
here.
Yeah, this.
This is the long position. Okay, so this is what we're supposed to be getting in today. So this is the long, so whether you're on TradingView, and I'm gonna hop back on TradingView because then it'll make it I'm gonna hop back and forth, but let me hop back on TradingView. So like this here, and then this one here, this is
Yeah,
short position. Short meaning you're looking for sells, right?
yeah.
And then the long position means you're looking for buys. So that's the same thing that I was putting on there. Now, on here,
Can
it
I
looks a little
can I
different.
just ask, how do you get these boxes? You just drag?
So if you go over here to your
Yeah.
toolbox, to your tool, um, wait a minute, hold on. I'm trying to make sure. Why? Okay, there it goes. If you go over here, oh, to your tool sections,
Yeah.
right? Oh, it's right here. You have your long position,
And
your
short
short
position.
position. I have starred them so
Yeah.
that they are down here in my little favorite toolkits.
Okay.
Okay. And you can hover over it because I mean you really can't unless I know because I've just been using it for so long, but I can look at it and tell this is for the long going up,
Yeah.
and then this is for the short. Hold on, Wisdom, I'm gonna mute you for a second if I can. Oh, hold on. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Um, so I can see that this was long because this is going up. These little dots are going up, and this is the short position because the dots are going down. So it's the same thing on TradingView. Um, let me share. The same thing on TradingView. Um, you have your right here, your long position, your short position. I hit those favorites. So now they're here on this little, my little favorites bar right here.
Okay, so these two are really similar, TradeLocker and TradingView.
Yes.
Okay.
TradeLocker created TradeLocker based off of TradingView. Like it's supposed to be almost an exact replica of TradingView.
Okay.
Okay. So now my colors are different because I changed the colors, um but you can, you can always change your colors
Mm-hmm.
to whatever you wish to change them to, okay?
Okay.
So once you get a shift in structure, that means this swing low is your protected low, right? So once once this shift in structure happened, this was your swing low. This was at the time your swing high, right?
Yeah.
So price came, it wicked the high, but it didn't close above yet, and then came down and wicked into the supply, I mean the demand zone, and then started buying up. So if I wanted to, once I got the shift in structure, if I wanted to fib, so I've added this fib retracement from over here. I've started that to put in my favorite toolkit. I could fib from here to here, and it pulled back to, it didn't pull back to the 78, but it pulled back to the 618. It pulled back to a discounted zone, right? And then brought up to the negative 27 and even the 618. Either one. So the negative 27 would have been 238 pips. And this is UJ. I don't know why I'm trading on UJ. And then the 618 is the 334 pips. So with that being said, and this is something I want to, because I know when things like, so you get to the negative 27 and then you start seeing this pullback, right? And you're all scared, like, oh, it's gonna come back on me. It's not, because if you just identify structure, and this is why I drill it, if you just identify structure, so price went up here, price pulled back, and then price broke again. So once it started pulling back, you already know it's got to break this low if it's going to start selling again. So now I don't want you to panic because I see that a lot within the group. They'll see a pullback and everybody will jump out the trade. And that's what the market wants you to do. They want you to take out. So say you were up $5,000 on this trade right here. And then it started pulling back, and then you're down by 1,200. They want you to take the 1,200 versus the 5,000.
Hmm.
Okay. So they're pulling back for those who don't know market structure. Okay. Um, and then as soon as you pull back, then it's off to the races. It's like all the way up here. Now you're at $20,000, right? So you can either take your profit at the 618, just always continue looking at structure. Just that's all I can just say to you. Always continue looking at structure. Always mark up your swing highs and your swing lows. Okay? And you have to wait for price to break out of one. If it's bullish, you're looking for price to break out the swing high. If it's bearish, you're looking for price to break out the swing low. If it's bullish and it breaks out the swing low, then you're 9 times out of 10 going bearish now. So
Okay.
So if it broke out of here, then it's probably going to pull back and start selling some more. Okay.
Yeah. Can I just ask this minus 27, is that some number that is important?
It's the Fibonacci mathematical um let's see. Let's see. Fibonacci. And I was good in math, but
Oh, so this is actually a math thing.
it- it's yeah, some mathematical sequence that somebody came up with back in, let's see, back in BC somewhere. I don't know. Fibonacci was expressed as early as 450 BC, 200 BC. So, yes,
Some Indian.
yes,
Okay.
someone from India. So, well, then you have, so yes, in mathematics, Fibonacci sequence is a sequence in which each element is the sum of two elements that precede it. So, with that being said, when it says the sum of two elements, the first element is the swing low, the second element is the swing
Swing
high,
high.
and then
Mm.
it pulls back to a discount area and then goes to one of your um, negative 27 or 6 1, negative 6.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So yes. So I say, I don't, like I said, I don't use the Fibonacci too often. Um, and even if you like brought it up to here, like from here up to here, what did I say? How many pips was that? To that high was 168 pips, right? Because it shifted structure, it's almost guaranteed that you can go to um, this next high. So instead of 160, you could have taken it up to 227, this next high, even if it's not the negative 27. But if it's gonna go, it's gonna go. And honestly, because price is in my zone, right? Based off of structure. And see, I learned the Fibonacci before I learned structure, right? So, but now that I know that this is my structure, I'm looking for price to come back up here. So if you really want to hold a trade,
You can basically.
you can hold it to up here. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be a swing trade. So with that being said, let's go back to um the 1 hour. All right. So you have your and let me remove some of this stuff. So you have your, now these are all my favorites. Of course, my crosshair, um, my trend line, my horizontal line, horizontal ray, vertical line. Okay, then I have my Fibonacci retracement, my long and short position, and then my path tool and my rectangle. That's really all that I need. And like this one here, I probably barely ever use. But once you see a shift in structure, right? And you see it on your 1 hour or 4 hour, whichever, it all depends on the time that you're able to look at these charts. All right. So luckily for me, I have a job where my computer, although I'm not looking at my charts, but I have alerts on my phone to say, or you can set your alert. Like I have a 4 hour alert. Every 4 hours, I get a notification on my phone. Or if price is in your zone and you started identifying the structure, you can set an alert. So say price came here and broke here, right? You can set an alert at your swing high, or you set an alert, not or, and you set an alert at your swing low. Now, I'm going to go back to TradingView for a second because these are things I want you to definitely know.
Okay, I'm lost. How do you set up the alert?
I'm about to show you right now.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I was on UJ, so I'm just gonna trade on UJ. Um, and now that I'm looking at UJ, oh wait a minute. No, never mind. Um, wait a minute. Why does this look different? Do I have a replay? Okay. Don't, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Um, so right now we had this move to the downside, right?
Yeah.
We had this break of structure here. We have this swing low here, and we have this swing high here. Oops. Y'all get it. Y'all get what I'm saying. Okay. So now price sold. Okay. And then it pulled back and sold again. So now you have this internal swing high here, this internal swing low here, which I already have a line there. All right. Oh, okay. And you have this break of structure right here, right? All right. So on the swing high, I'm going to right click. I'm going to click the line. I'm going to right click. I'm going to add an alert.
Hmm.
I'm going to add an alert crossing up bar close. What that means is if price pushes up here and a bar closes above this line, that line I just created the alert on. And as you can see, the little alert sign is right there. The little
Mm-hmm.
alarm sign is right there. If price closes above here on the 4 hour, because I'm on the 4 hour time frame, if price closes above here on the 4 hour, then I'm expecting a pullback to then start buying up, right? But based on market structure right now, I'm looking for price to pull back and start selling down. So if price, now price can come up here and wick, but if the bar does not close, this alert is not going off. And then if it comes down here, if it comes down to this swing low and closes below here, then I know I'm probably pulling back to sell down.
Are you gonna put alert down there as well?
Yep, and you can put an alert, click it, add alert, crossing down, bar close. And I'm gonna create it. You see how that little alert popped up. So,
So how does the alert looks like? Like just jumps on your what? Is that a music type of or
oh, so if you set it up properly if your account is set up, app settings, alerts, use system notification alerts. So you should get a notification on your phone.
hmm.
Let me see how it's going to general tab. You should get a notification on your phone. Let me see something. Edit notification. Here it goes. So edit notification, notification in the app. So if you have the app on your phone,
Yeah.
you're going to get notified on your phone because the app is on your phone.
Okay. I see it can play sound. Okay.
Yes. And it's loud.
Okay.
This is okay. Um, so soon as I get an alert, I can hop on this chart to see what I see. Look for either a supply zone if it breaks below. Now, based on structure, right? Based on this structure here, from here to here to here, it is definitely in the discounted area. And this structure here is here, here, and currently here. So I am thinking that price is probably going to come here and sell back down to, there is a demand zone here, and maybe it'll buy back up to possibly sell some more. Maybe. But right now, if I go to the higher time frame, let's go, let's see. Based on higher time frame, right? We're in this current cell structure right here. Oops. And I'm just going to put a line for now. This is our swing high. This is our swing low. Price didn't break this low, so I'm guessing that price is probably um, at least going to come take out this high. Whether it closes above this high, I don't know. I don't know yet. And hold on, let me remove this so I can see what's going on.
So I have a quick question, Kim.
Yes.
When it comes to, I guess, because you mentioned the market looks like it's going into a bearish trend, is that correct?
Um,
Like if we're looking at just the internal structure on like the 1 hour or 4 hour.
Currently it is bearish, yes.
So then I guess my question would be is when we fib for bearish, shouldn't it is the 100 be at the top of the swing high, then the 0 at the bottom? Because it is a bearish market. I'm just trying to get an idea of how you of for the fib reason, because that's one thing I want to clarify. Because what I looked at it, you said that early on is that
So let me say this. Hold on. Because we are bearish, but we're in bullish structure. Okay. So right
okay.
here was the bullish structure. Price pulled back
Mhm.
and then started breaking structure. So I would be expecting price to also, so price pulled back, right? Didn't close below, and then started breaking internal structure and these internal swings. Or if you want to just say this one internal strength, swing. So this was a break of structure to the downside, which made this your swing high, right? It shifted structure. So now it has pulled back to possibly start going back up. But right now, it has pulled back. It has created this level of bearish structure. So confirmation that it's going to start buying would be a break of this high, a market structure shift of this high. Because it's in a bearish structure right now, currently, overall, we're in a bullish structure, but currently, this pullback is in a bearish structure. So all of this is within this bearish structure. So now price is either going to, and I think there was a 15-minute supply zone, as you can see, I have marked up here. You see the supply zone marked up right there, right? So price is either going to respect this supply zone and then shift structure here for a pullback and then a sell down to this low, or price is going to break this structure, pull back, and then continue buying. Does that make sense? Do y'all see the structure?
Yeah. Yes, I
Okay.
see the structure.
Okay.
I see I see exactly what you mean.
Okay.
So, in a sense, we're just waiting for an indication of whether or not it's going to break that, I guess,
Yes.
so that line, just a resistant line.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. So that's something you would do under 15 for this situation.
So the only reason I went down to the 15,
Mhm.
and I say this all the time, the only time I go to the 15 is to look for my entry. So,
Okay, that makes sense.
so when I see that there is this bearish structure and I go to the 1 hour and I'm saying, okay, there is a little structure, the little zone, this little zone here, right? That little green candle right there. I can mark that up. And if I want to, and the reason why I went to the 15 on this is because price has already tapped into that zone. So now
Mhm.
I'm going to the 15-minute. Is there an untapped supply zone? Yes, there's one right here. So that's why I put that there. So if you trade imbalance, there's your imbalance right here. Starts here. But I don't trade imbalances, so I'm looking for the last up candle before the down move. So, um, so I am waiting for, as you can see, you might have an alert. I have this alert here. So you can set your alert one or two ways, right? You
Mhm.
use your trend line and set the alert based off of that, or you can just come over here. You see this little plus sign on TradingView. Like once you get your cursor, you can click plus and add the alert. John,
Mhm.
did you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So, so once price gets there, I will look at the chart. I already have what I think is going to happen marked up. So I will wait for price to come here, show me structure. Again, I would want to see it on the 1 hour. So I want it to come up here, show me some kind of structure, and then a shift. And once I see that shift, I will set the limit to then start selling back down to here, as long as it does not close above this high.
And with the limit, what do you mean? Is that like a
So, okay. So let me go back to, hold on. Let me go back to um, TradeLocker.
so is the limit, is that a stop loss or
No, it's a buy limit.
a buy limit? Okay.
So, for instance, when we were talking about this structure here and market shifted, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna delete this now that we're in the zone so we can see what's going on. So, market structure shifted here. This is the market structure shift, right?
Yeah.
So once the shift happens and you say, okay, here is my demand zone, um, whether you use imbalance or the order block. This is my demand zone. My stop loss is going to go below this low
Why?
because this is your protected low. This is your swing low. Remember, I marked this up as the swing low.
So if it's a break of structure, it goes lower.
If price had come here and then broke structure again,
It's an again, yeah.
it would be another break of structure.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but because market structure, it gave you a market structure shift, you don't want to put your stop loss here because price can come down there without breaking structure because this was where the shift happened, right? This is an internal, but
Yeah.
the full shift happened from this low.
So
So
where exactly then you put the stop loss?
below when you're and this is
Below.
like your swing low,
Okay.
when you marking up those swings, you mark up your swing low, your swing high. You always want to put your stop loss below the swing low or above the swing high. So I'm gonna put that there.
And what exactly does that do? Can you maybe explain a bit? Because
It protects you from getting stopped out. The market's makers from coming to stop you out.
ah,
Yes, because they can easily come stop you out with a wick and then keep buying. They can wick you, come back in, and then keep going, right? Um, and I'll show you on the GU
I
trade.
still don't get that. So now
It
suddenly we
is
have other
it is
buyers that,
once you have a shift in structure, it is your protected low. Or once you have a break in structure, it is your protected high. So um so for instance, this right here,
yeah,
okay? This was your structure here, right? If I fib from this high to this low, price pulled back into a premium area, right?
okay, yeah,
Now, price pulled back to the 618. It didn't pull back to the 78.
yeah,
It almost tapped the 78, but it didn't, right? And then so if you look over here, you know this is a price is going bearish.
yeah.
So you're going to be looking for bearish. movement. So once you see this little, now you could have waited for price to break here, this zone here, like this was a break of structure, right? But then you have this internal structure here. So you had these little internal, I'm just go here, then here, then here. That was some internal moves of this structure, right?
Mm,
Price did not break this high, but then price came and broke below this low. So this was an internal, when you're looking for bears and price is going bullish, you're looking for the internal structure to shift. Once this shifted, what did it do? It came back to a this demand zone, this supply zone, right? So once this shifted, you mark up your supply zone. And you can even mark up this one if you want. Like they're one and the same. You see
okay.
they start
Can,
in this, they start
can
the same.
yeah. Can I just ask regarding demand and supply
Mm-hmm.
now zone? Where exactly are you marking that?
The last up candle before the down move of a sell, the last down candle before the up move of a buy.
Okay. So you just go all the way from top to bottom of the candle.
Yes. And so, say for instance, this right here, um, this you had your shift in structure here because you're looking for the sell to happen.
Yeah.
The sell happened, the shift in structure for the sell happened here. So soon as this happens, you can mark up right here and you can sell it. You can sell it down to this low or you can sell it down to the negative 27, whichever one you prefer. It's up to you.
Okay.
That's 272 pips on the negative
Okay.
27. It is 186 pips on to the last swing low, right?
Okay.
So once this happens, you mark up your supply zone. You can come over here on this is TradeLocker. I can come here. I can set a pending order, right? And I want the pending order for a sell at 142.570, which I clicked and said pending. It set it right there at 142.570. And I want to make sure it's pending and not market, because if you hit market, price is going to get in immediately wherever price was right here, right? So once price shifted structure and you set your limit here, so this is me setting a limit, pending. A pending is a buy limit or a sell limit. I set it here. I covered my swing high because once price broke through here, right? This was my swing high. This at the time was my swing low. And then price pulled back into the pending limit and sold down to either this low here, whichever one you choose, or the negative 27 here.
Okay, so the pending limit, you set this up to what? To enter the trade?
I set it, yes, but I set it up ahead of time. Once
Uh-huh.
this shifted, I set this limit and I go about my business. I set the stop loss above the high.
So what does that mean? That you're gonna enter trade like the
That means
system's gonna do it?
that means when price gets up here, it's going to automatically put you in a trade.
Okay. Wow. That's really flexing.
It's a beautiful thing, I'm telling you. So it will come in here and automatically put you in a trade. If it
Oh.
is not the correct trade,
Hmm.
okay? If it is not the correct trade and it keeps buying for some apparent reason, it's going to stop you out at 4.
Okay. Hmm. And that's also automatically just stops you and that's it.
Yeah, once it hits the stop loss, it's going to take you out the trade.
Really good.
Okay.
Does MT5 have that option as well?
Okay. Let's talk about it on MT5. Hold
There
on.
we go. 'Cause that's what I use.
Really good.
Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, because I heard of TradeLocker, but I never used it, so it's just whole new to me.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on.
It looks nice though.
But it's all these, pieces of information that you just need to connect to kind of get it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me share my trade locker. Now, y'all gonna look at the balance. I'm telling you right now, this is my my investment account. And what that means is I trade for an investment company. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Money. So, so I trade a live account and then I also trade an investment account. So, um, let's see. Which one is MT5? I can't see. Hold on. I think this is it. Yes. Okay. So for MT5, same thing. Were we on UJ? Was that UJ? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is go over here and look for UJ. I can't find it, so I'm going to see if I can. I haven't looked for a pair in a long time. Hold on. Symbols. Nope, nope, nope. Um, hold on, let me sit up. All right. Um, hold on, because I know I just normally click symbols. Okay, here we go. USD JPY. Boo. Hold on. Hold on. I haven't done this in a while. View. Market watch. Am I on my MT5? Yeah, I'm on MT5. Sorry, because I'm also on MT4 trading for somebody because they can't use MT5. Um, hold on. This is crazy. Okay.
A new order.
No, a new order would create a new order for GU. Like just for instance, like this is what it'll look like. A new order will create an order, and then you just put in whether it's a pending or market execution and then the prices. Um, hold on. I know I'm not tripping. I know. Oh, right here. And here's UJ. Duh. Okay. So once I see my asset that I want to trade or my pair I want to trade, I chart the window. Chart. Okay, it's going to come up like this. And then I go through and chart. I go through my template, which I have saved as Chem, and then I switch it because this is what I save my chart to look like. Okay. So on here, it's weird to trade. Like it's kind of weird to trade on here because if you have this click, if I scoot over, it's gonna
Why
automatically.
does this one look more complicated?
It is. It's an antiquated system that that
It's cleaner on the phone though. I know that.
okay. If you say
That's for sure.
if
I
you
think,
say so.
yeah, on the app it looks clear. I'm used to this too. Like I use both, but the app is a bit easier for me. I use this mostly to mark up, I think, or
This one
TradingView.
looks complicated though.
It is. I think it is.
But it's
Um,
easy to close though when you want to quickly close
yeah, you can just close click
yeah,
click click
yeah.
click click
It's
click.
so easy to close and take profits on here though.
So with that being said, I'm going to why is this not working? Okay, there we go. So I would mark up this is my swing high. Now you can't, I don't think you can set alerts on here. I've never set alerts on here. This is my break of structure. And this is my swing low, right? And of course, when I'm working with, see what I'm saying? I hate it. Okay, there it is. All right. So that's my swing low. So of course, everything else is bouncing in between. Now, when I go down to my 15-minute, let me take off. This is called, this says to scroll the chart to the end on tick incoming. So as this is ticking, if I'm over here, it's going to automatically bounce it back over here. So I take that off. Yeah, this is real complicated, okay?
Hmm.
It's stressful. All right. So, and I can't do a, well, I could do a um draw a horizontal line, but so and then you have to make sure that so that would be my 15-minute. That would be my oh shoot. Let me click this. Let me click that. You have to make sure that these little I'm telling you, it's horrible. Okay. And then I double click it so it doesn't move, so I don't accidentally move it. Um, and then I take it back over to this to over here. So now I'm waiting for price to come up here to then start selling, right? So I just have to wait. And then to measure, you have to hold the you have to you have to you have to have your crosshair on you have to hold it and click. Oh, shoot. You have to hold the shift key, I think, down and then move it up here. And then you see how it says 785 points, which means 78 pips.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, you stressed out and
That's complicated.
so so to set a trade on here. So say I put this limit here. The line that I drew was which was the 15-minute um supply zone, right? And then I have to go back and make sure, let me go back to the 1 hour. And I'm going to erase this one. I'm going to delete this one here. And I'm going to set this here. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I want to see the price over here, right? So if I want to set a limit, I am going to create a new order. And I am going to set it at 147,950. So I'm going to set a pending order for a sell limit at 197. I mean, oops, 147,950. My stop loss and my volume is this is my lot size. 20 lot size is 200 pips, $200 per pip. Okay. So I'm going to set my stop loss right here at 148. And usually I just round it up a little bit. So I'm just going to say 148, 150.
Are we supposed to see a box or something?
Oh, you don't see the box?
I don't see anything.
Oh, you see the trading view though. I mean, you see the,
Yes, I'm seeing the chart and all of that, but not the
oh,
box.
shoot. Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you see the pricing over here?
I do see that.
Okay, so let me share that because you won't see it once here we go. Here we go.
Ah,
When you hit new order, this is what
yeah,
comes up. This box comes up. And when it comes up, it's going to be on market execution.
yeah.
Um, so I change it to pending order for a sell limit 20. The volume is my lot size, which I mentioned $20 lot size is $200 per pip. My price is 147,950. Okay. And then my stop loss, which I'm going to round up, is 148, 150. Okay. And then my take profit, I'm just going to put 146, 700, 146, 700, 146, 700. All right. It's not going to allow me to put in this trade because the market is closed, but you would just set it and you see it's saying market close. But once you set it, and I'm going to go over, let me switch, let me reshare this screen here. So once you set it, so I'm gonna hit cancel out of this box and I'm gonna go to, I think I'm in a I'm in a GU trade, right? And I'm down. Okay, you see how I had price enter here because I assumed that market structure shifted. Let me use the thing. You see this line right here. Can y'all see that? This little
Yeah.
line right here. So I had that set because right here, at this supply zone because I made an assumption that price shifted structure here. But as we can see, price pushed up and broke structure to the top side already. So now this is my swing low. So this is now my swing low. This is now my swing high. And then this is my break of structure. Okay. All right. That y'all got that part, right? Yay, nay.
That part, yes,
Yes.
but everything else is funny.
Huh?
That part, yes, but everything else on this platform is funny.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same. So normally, again, I mark up everything on TradingView, and then I come here and then mark up the same thing. Okay. So now I don't have the path tool on here, so we're gonna pretend like I'm gonna just use this. So either price is gonna come break this low. And as you can see, when I said I thought I assumed made the assumption that price broke this low, but you see it tapped into a demand zone because there's a order block and an imbalance, right? It tapped into here and then bought up some more. And that's possible. Those are the things we have to look for when before we even get in the trade. But I'm expecting price to now break this low. I will set another limit to sell down to this. You see this demand zone right here, right? Y'all see that? Yay, nay. Can y'all see that? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. I mean, at this point, I'm just a bit confused with everything. That's all.
But can you see where I'm pointing to for price to sell back down to? Yeah, right here. Can you see where I'm pointing to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can see it.
And and if you're confused, it's because I'm in this cell structure, prices in the discounted area. So I'm looking for the possible sell back down to these lows, back down bound to this zone. But I'm going to take it to the demand zone, the 1 hour demand zone, because it's a demand zone, right? Now, for this on MT4, MT5, if I cover, you see, this is my TP. If I hover over where I have my TP, it'll tell you how much you'll make when TP hits profit. And as you can see here, I will make 54,160 bucks for
Uh-huh.
2,700 points,
Hmm.
which is 270 pips. So, for all who wants to trade MT5, this is what you have to do. Or you can just go to TradeLocker and make life a little easier. Okay.
It looks nicer as well.
Yes. Okay. So now with that being said, I'm going to go now to TradingView and I have a hold on. Let me
Okay, what is the benefit of that other one?
which one? MT5?
Yeah, how is it differs from this
It
one?
all depends on who your broker has,
Broker it's
who your
okay.
broker uses the trading platform
Right.
that your broker uses.
So we avoid broker that use that one, the other one.
Um, I'm not gonna say avoid it. At one time, it was the only thing that people wanted to see, right?
Oh,
And then when, um, Hold on, I'm logging into my Oanda account. And then when it went away, people were crying, oh, I want MT4, I want MT5 back. I want to blah, 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 blah. But now, it is an antiquated system. And I'm just saying that being somebody in IT.
Mm.
It is antiquated. Okay, so let me share. Hold on a second. Y'all. I am going to share my TradingView. I just logged into my Oanda. Let me share TradingView. Okay, so now if you're able to log into TradingView with your broker, you just do it the same. You just come in here, and I think I mentioned this before. You sell, um, hold on, am I logged in? Yeah, I am logged in. Okay. So you just, and this is a live account for me. So I'm waiting for price to come back in here, like I mentioned before, to either buy up, break this high, or shift structure to sell back down to this low based on this 15-minute. As you can see, I have it marked up here, supply zone. So I can have an alert set. Same thing here. You want to sell, not a tradable symbol. What? I know you then.
How many points is that stop loss?
How many who? Oh, this
How many
stop
points?
20
Yes,
pips.
how many? Oh,
20
it's
pips.
20 points.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh,
generally 20 pips is my minimum or maximum for my, let me rephrase that. It's my maximum for currency pairs. If it's more than that, then I, I will I will just set an alert and watch structure. And I'm gonna repeat that. Write it in your notes. Okay? 20 pips is my maximum for currency pairs. If it's more than 20, and some people, I know some people like Andrew uses 40 pips as his maximum. But my thing is, if it's more than 20 pips and it breaks out into here and closes, then I want take me out the trade because I already know it's going to start buying. It may not come back to get let me in. So it may just keep going, right? So take me out the trade, coach. Okay. And um if it's going to respect the 20 pips, then it should never come up here. It might even come wick up here. Unless the spread takes you out, it might just wick up here and then start selling. If that is the case, then um, if it wicks up here and stops me out, and I see another shift in structure, then I have the opportunity to get in again to sell it down. Because right now, this is just a limit that I set. But if it comes up here, it takes me out, shift structure, then I can get back in to sell it back down to this low.
okay. I got one more question. On
Yes.
the lot size, how do we determine our lot size?
Ooh, now with this, that is so on TradingView, because these are regulated brokers, they use units. And I can't let me go to hold on. GBP. Oh, wait a minute. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Oh, GU. Okay. As you can see, I am in a GU trade that is in drawdown right now of um oh wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's in drawdown for 454 pips. I am in at 120,000 units. You see, this is in, where is it? So the 120,000 units is $12 a pip. Pip value is $12. So in lot size value, it would be a 1.2. And I thought, so whenever you put a trade in, let me see if I can cancel. So whenever you put a trade in, okay, here we go. So say I want to buy here. It's going to have units right here. It has to be, so a 1,000, a dollar a pip is 1,000 units. $10 a pip. Wait a minute, 1,000, it's 10,000 units is a dollar a pip. 100,000 units is $10 a pip. So 120,000 is 1.2. So the point would be there. I don't like this because I had to learn the hard way on how to figure this out. Because initially I put like a 1,000 and I was just getting pennies on the dollar when it was buying and selling. So I said, okay, let me put 10,000. And then I was getting a dollar. And then I said, okay, let me put 100,000. And then I was getting a standard.
All
And
right. So
so
you can only set that up in units, or can you change it over to pips, or
I think it only on TradingView when you're connected to the broker, you can only trade it in units.
so what would be a real life equivalent of your balance? Like if you got $100 balance, what would
So
be the
so my balance is 14,000 right here. My balance is
okay?
14,000. So I really could go to a 1.4.
So you
Really
basically doing 1% of your balance,
pretty
or
much. Yes. Yes. Yep.
so that's what we're gonna be doing. Like for the $100, we need to do at least
Yes.
1%.
Yes. So we're starting out with $100, right? Let me go back to, so we're starting out with a balance of $100. All right. Um, and let me see if I can slide this back over here. Here we go. Um, we're starting out with $100. So normally we trade a dollar per pip. But what I want you all to get used to is when you set this pending order, right? When you set this pending order and you set your stop loss, and did y'all see that? So this was the pending order that I set earlier. And then this wasn't checked. So I set my stop loss. You're going to set your stop loss and you can move this up and down to what you're willing to lose. Okay. So this is $3. This is saying I'm at a 0.01 lot. And if this stop loss gets hit, I am going to lose $3. So if you say, hey, I'm willing to lose more. Okay. So you can go here to your stop loss and you can just change it to. Now you're losing $6. If you want to go to 3, I'm willing to lose $9. If you want to go to 4, I'm willing to lose $13. You want to go to 5, I'm willing to lose $16. If you want to lose more, if you want to set it at $1, then you're willing to lose $32 of your $100, then you can set it to $1. Now, most of the time I am going to, because I like to scale. So every $100 I will trade $1. Once you get to 200, I will trade $2. Once we get to 300, we will trade $3. When we get to $400, we'll trade $4. So for y'all get it. Y'all get it, right? But when you're on your own, if you're trading and you have your stop loss set here, you can select whatever lot size you're willing to risk if your stop loss is hit. So if I put $2, that means you will lose $65 if your stop loss is hit. Now, you want to lose $65 of your $100 and be left with $35? Um, no, you don't want to do that. Okay? So, am I willing to lose $32? I think I can do with $32 because then you'll still have 70 something odd dollars, right, in your account that you can still trade, but you can't trade $1 because you're under $100. So you will have to go to a point oh 0.07, okay? And that's 70 cent a pip, and your take profit, which you can, where did I put? Oh, take profit. If you set it down to here, or even we'll just set it right here for now. Okay. That means you're either going to lose $22 or you're going to win. Oh, wait a minute. Let me mark this to sell. You're either going to lose $22 or you're going to gain $128. So once you start changing those numbers, 0.07. Why is it not changing? 28, 128.55. Oh, that's right. Okay. So if you're losing $1, you're going to lose $32, or you're going to gain $183.64. Okay. If you go 0.07, you're going to lose $22, or you're going to gain $128. So when you're trading on your own, you will determine what you want to lose. Don't worry about the gain, okay? Because once you get the gain, you've upped your equity, you've built your equity so you can move up to the next lot size. You always want to determine first what you're willing to lose. Does that make sense? The same thing, you do the same thing on MT5, you do the same thing on TradingView. Does that make sense? Anybody have questions about that?
Kind of, I have too much information right now in my head.
You have got information overload. What's your question? I
So
know.
how exactly would you like us to use that demo account now? Do we need to
So
be putting this stuff ourselves in?
no, we're gonna all trade together.
Thank you. This is like too
We're gonna
much.
we're gonna all trade together. Okay. So um matter of fact, here's the answer right here. So if this was where we were looking, price shifted structure and bought up here and stopped us out. So now our account would be down whatever we set, whatever this is.
Okay, can you just again show me how you brought up that box, that side box? You know, this simple kind of stuff, like how to bring these things up. This is
Which
not
one? This
very,
one right
even
here?
that is confusing to me. Where we are putting the details in, the risk and everything.
Oh, oh, this here.
Yeah,
Okay, let me close out. So once you're in on the chart
yeah,
and say you have this structure,
okay.
and I didn't even mean to put that because that don't even make sense right now.
This is the thing, you know, we are beginners. Like this kind of small little things are for me like,
So
how
this
do I
that
get
was
inside
that
something?
was the whole point of today's supposed to be the point of today's session, right?
It's going deep.
Yeah. Um, so price, so say we put so say before when price gave you this market structure shift, right?
Yeah,
And we marked up our demand zone.
yeah,
Right? Before price came into the demand zone, you had the shift.
yeah,
On the demand zone, I'm gonna set a limit. So you see this little cross
yeah.
here? I'm gonna bring I'm gonna bring my crosshair down to this zone.
Okay,
Click plus. I'm gonna hit pending.
okay.
Okay. And
So this is you automatically entering the trade
this is me setting
and
up the
pending.
limit. So when price pulls back to that zone, it
Yeah.
will put me in the trade.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So now,
It opened that box. What, this on the side or oh no, that was there.
so this is already
It's
done.
already there.
So
Okay.
so you can do it one or two ways. You can do it this way, or you can open up this
Uh-huh.
box, set pending, right? This is where
Yeah.
the pending, and usually, and you can change the price right here. So say if I wanted to come in at 140,500,
Yeah.
140,500. You see 140,500.
Yeah.
Sit right there. But I don't want it at 140,500. I want it at the top of um my demand zone. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I click right here, or I click right here where it says stop loss, right? You see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Click that box. I'm going to bring my stop loss down to here
Uh-huh.
and hold on because something's not right. A buy. I should be in a buy. You got to make sure you're in the buy or sell. And I knew that because as you can see, the sell was in a positive instead of a negative. So I should be on buy. So that means my stop loss, I would lose $58 if I'm on a 0.07. And then I'm going to take my profit to, so if you want to take it here, that's $80. If you decided you wanted to use the fib and take it to the negative 27, that's $118. So once price came here and went up here, it will take you out the trade for $118. You have gained $118. If you decided you wanted to take a chance to go to the negative 618, then you have gained 164 pips.
Okay.
I mean
So once
164 bucks, sorry.
once this is set up, can you still kind of change stuff or that's
Once
it?
once it's activated, you cannot change it. You can change your TP, you can change your stop loss and your take profit. So for instance, if you wanted to, you say, look, I cannot sit on these charts all day. Price came to your thing, bought, pulled back, bought again. You can move your stop loss to entry, Or you can move it below here. So if price pulled back for any
There.
reason, you got stopped out in profit with $46
Okay.
instead of losing money.
Okay.
But because this is structure, right?
Yeah.
This is your swing low. You can put your stop loss below the swing low. And as price moved, pulled back, and then broke structure again, right? You can then take your stop loss and move it here below this swing low. So if once this happened, bloop, 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 it would have taken you out with $100 profit.
Okay.
So you either get out at the 618 with $164, or you just move your stop loss and let it stop you out and you get $100. Which one do you prefer? It's all up to you.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
because you can trail this stop. So once this stopped you out here, right?
Yeah.
It pulled back, and this would have been a definite market structure shift.
Hmm.
But then price did what? It's
Went up.
buying back up and it broke this high. So
Hmm.
now you're like, well, what the heck do I do? You just sit on your hands and just wait till you see an opportune um, time. So once it broke here, it really should pull back.
Hmm.
I don't know how I got all the way over there. Um, Once it broke here, your demand zone is here, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know where I am. I think that's it. I don't know. I can't tell on this little tiny screen. Um, I think this is the one that I marked. So, as of right now, this is structure. This is the last daily structure. Price is in this zone, but there was a impulse move to the downside. So, I would go down in time frame based on this daily structure on the 4 hour. This is my last down candle before this move up.
Hmm.
So you can wait for price to get here
Yeah.
and go down to the 1 hour, narrow that zone down. Hold on, because I don't like this color. Let's do green. Okay, let's do that color. All right, so once price gets down into this zone, this is your last 1 hour down candle before this move started moving up, right? So once price got in this zone, you can either set a limit, right? So you can go in here and let me cancel. I don't know where this is. I don't even know where this is anymore. Um, let's take this off. And then we can set a limit here, pending, right? A pending buy, because this is structure. And then you want to make it pending a buy. You want to set your stop loss. Oops. You want to set your stop loss to, where the heck did it go? All the way down there. You want to set your stop loss here. So you either going to lose $16 at a 0.07,
Hmm.
or if we're trading a dollar per $100, you're going to lose $23.
That's fine. That's acceptable.
That's acceptable. Okay. That's all you have to, that's all you need to know. So now this gap here, we know that price likes to fill gap but if you were to take it up to this high, which is the last high, right?
Yeah.
You're either going to lose 213, I mean $23.15, or you're going to gain $268.
Okay, so basically, what's up with this? If you do it like this, if you do put this stop loss and everything, you're always gonna gain more that you lose.
You're, that's the whole point of trading. You
So
always
this
want
is not like that risky as I thought. Like,
to, I don't know who started the whole trading Forex is a gamble. It's like gambling.
yeah.
But whoever said that just didn't know what they was talking about. Okay? Just
No, because it's actually really safe once you put your stuff in place.
because you know you get to choose how much you want to lose. Yes.
Exactly. And also comparing to profits, like the loss is always much, much less.
Yes. And if you get stopped off, and that's the whole point. So I can't, like I said, I can't save it because the market is not open. But I'm just going to do this. I am going to use my long position and I'm going to show you the purpose of the long position. So if you put your stop here and you put your take profit here,
Mhm.
this long position is showing you that this is a 9% risk to reward trade. So you either lose the 1% of $23 or gain 9%,
Yeah.
meaning you have won 9 trades. And even if you lost one, it would
Yeah.
you're still a winner for the week or the month or the year or
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
can you show them 10 lot size real quick, just the value for that.
it's not gonna a point one. So you're either going to, of course, it's not going to, when you hit submit, it's not going to accept because the loss is greater than what's in your account,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
But if you had $1,000 in this account
Look at this.
and you traded a 1.0, you're going to either lose $231 or you're going to gain $268. I mean,
$2,000.
$2,682. Duh. My bad.
This is quite a good job. I regret I didn't start it earlier.
Yes. And like I said, it's the same thing on um this is TradeLocker. It's the same thing on TradingView if you're using a broker that uses TradingView. The only difference with that is you're trading units versus lot sizes. But the equivalent to a standard lot is 100,000 units. So you just have to figure that part out. Like I had to figure it, like I said, I started a trade, I won 70 cents. Okay. Because I didn't realize that my $1,000 was really just it was less than a dollar. Um, so yes, it's the same on and let me just go back.
Imagine, so with one move like this, that can take you a few days, you have earned yourself a salary
Absolutely.
for a month, 9 to 5 in the office.
Absolutely.
Life is unfair.
And guess what? And I know everybody sits on these charts all the time. All the time. But if you're smart enough, then you don't have to sit on it. You can go do
Whatever.
laundry, you can go work out, you can take the kids to school. If they call and say, "Hey, little Timmy is sick," you can go pick little Timmy up. Like you can, and while all the while, this is either going up or taking you out.
Working for you, basically.
Yes.
Wow.
You do.
Okay, as soon as I'm done with my exams, I'm fully focusing on this.
You're gonna be like, why the heck did I even go to school?
No, I'm sincerely regretting it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't ever regret.
No,
Don't ever regret.
education. No, no, no. I'm
Educate.
not regretting it, but I am regretting now 9 to 5 jobs
Yes.
because it's just a waste of life, basically, and
Well,
making money for somebody else.
let me tell you, I am planning my exit strategy for 2025. I am. So am.
Yeah.
I
They
work for
won't.
the I work for the federal government, so that will
Oh,
tell you
wow.
why I am planning my exit strategy.
Nine to
Hmm.
five will be obsolete in 5 years. So you're in the best place at the moment.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, for me, it's I
again,
need to do
I
the
work.
bar course. So when I'm doing the bar course, I need to master this. So I will not have time for 9 to 5.
Okay. Yes, you can definitely make
Yeah.
money and do whatever you love. If you're going to be a lawyer, or
Yeah.
what kind of lawyer you're going to be, or or
Yeah.
what kind
Well,
of
I'm looking right now quite into criminal, but I'm gonna see. But I'm gonna be a barista
let
in
me
the
tell you.
UK.
So I have a friend who's a criminal lawyer,
Yeah.
and I always ask him, why are you defending the criminal? Um, no, we joke about that all the time. But
Yeah.
I do know it is one of the hardest things that I see my friend go through, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Um, but if you're dealing with a criminal,
Yeah.
it's criminal law, but you have money working for, because you can make decent, you're going to make decent money. You're a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
But if you can make this work to where you're making more than what you make as a lawyer,
Yeah.
if you enjoy doing it, then you can keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you don't enjoy, you are not
Then
stuck.
you exactly.
Yeah. 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 Makes sense. No, but it's just also this part, like, the students, like while you're studying and all of that stuff, when you are, most of the time, everybody needs to work as well. So
Yeah.
it's like an extra thing. So you're just,
Well, wait a minute. Because I thought as when you're in law school, you couldn't work. I thought they didn't allow you to work. Am I wrong in saying
no, no, no.
that?
Here, because I'm doing masters now in law,
Okay.
um, I'm doing it part-time because I cannot do it full-time as I'm working full-time. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm working full-time and then doing this on the
Oh,
side.
and you're
But
doing,
it's already like even part-time is so demanding that
yeah.
it's so, but yeah, when it comes to bar course, like I need to do 1 year, I will not have time to work at all. So in that case, I need to,
And
make money while trading.
I have another cousin who's a lawyer, and I just
Yeah,
remembered when she was um taking the bar course,
yeah,
well, here in the States,
yeah.
she couldn't work.
No, you can't hear as well. It's just too much.
Oh
It's
yeah.
very intense and you have to be present there all the time.
Yes. Yes.
So this is that's why in 1 year now.
Uh-oh, did we lose her?
Yep.
I think so. Oh, I'm just seeing all the questions. Oh shoot. Oh, y'all was really asking questions. Hold on. Let me see.
Sorry, I disappeared. I'm back.
Yep, we heard you.
Awesome.
Liquidity. I'm sitting here. I didn't see the questions as they were coming through.
think I've.
I think we're all caught up on most of 100 pips a day is 1 million after 50. What?
Yes.
So let me say this. Okay. Let me say this because we're not shooting for 100 pips a day. We're shooting for 100 pips for the week, right? So don't listen to Mike, okay? Let me
I'm
say
just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. As an example.
no, if we were trading 100 pips a day, absolutely. But we're trading based off a daily structure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and don't get me wrong, if we're trading off a daily structure, it may go 300 pips for the week. It may go 400 pips for it might even go 500 pips for the week. But I don't want anyone to think that we're going to get 100 pips a day. Mike,
But the
That's greedy.
calculation,
That's very greedy.
no, in
that
retrospect, the calculation, it
that
works.
is very greedy. And it requires you to sit on these charts all day looking for the right move to get 100 pips a day. We ain't doing that, Mike. We are shooting for we're aiming for time freedom.
Yes.
Basically, what I was trying to say was
They,
15 trades is all you need if you do it right.
did you say 15 trades a week?
No, not a week. No, it's all you need if you do it right. You know the chart on the 100 pips
Yeah.
channel?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was
But that
week
that chart did
15.
not say a day.
No, 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 no. It doesn't say a day.
We're just
It's
saying 15 trades is all you need. 1,500 pip trades is all you need to make $1 million.
yeah,
Okay. But you did say in
I
this
did. I
chat
said a day. Yes.
after
It's yeah.
15, 15
Don't touch
days,
that.
that is very
Somebody wants to be a millionaire very quick.
that is
Very.
very misleading. Like I'm gonna be a millionaire in 15 days. No,
No.
no. And we're not doing 100 pips a day. People don't get 100 pips a month. There are people who don't get 100 pips a month. You can trade I will tell you, and I'm a prime example. I can trade one, maybe even two trades for the month and make $75,000.
That's good.
And let me just say this, and I don't normally disclose, and let me pause the recording because I don't want nobody to hear this on the recording. Okay.
Oh,
Now I'm going back to the recording.
You
Okay.
married, Kim?
agree.
You married?
I'm
What?
sorry. Like I'm
After I
sorry.
was
Are
married.
you married? Do you live in a 50-50 state?
No, I'm not. Oh my gosh. If Todd was here,
I'm
oh, I
joking.
would have to kick both of y'all off.
I thought women are normally looking for guys with money. What's
I'm
happening
joking.
nowadays?
The men want
Now
to
we are having guys that are looking women with money.
the,
Why
men-
don't you
You
learn to
have to
trade
leave.
yourself?
the
I won't just
men
leave.
the men want the sugar mama. That's what they want.
I won't just
Unbelievable.
leave. I won't just leave.
He said
Unbelievable.
he won't just leave. Like after 7 years, he'll be gone.
Terrible. Terrible.
Isn't that
You,
horrible?
I'm
you
playing.
guys
I'm
are horrible. I'm
playing.
not surprised all women are single today.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm still gonna get married. Don't say that.
That is why we
I
are
said women are single because you guys are disappointing.
looking
No.
for a sugar mama.
Yeah, looking for sugar mamas.
He want me to take care
Rich mamas.
while he sit home all day doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, playing
I ain't
video
gonna
games.
lie, sugar, mamas look for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I'm 44 and I've got a young face, so they think they can have their way with me. So
Oh,
Lovely, lovely.
oh my gosh.
it happens.
Yeah.
Poor women. I
But
see.
it's okay. You are learning trading yourself. You don't need to look for a rich one. Just
Exactly.
look for a good one.
I've got a few businesses, so it's fine. I'm good. I was only joking.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Oh my goodness. See?
Sounds like you're considering it, though, Kim.
Absolutely not. Okay. Absolutely not. I enjoy my peace. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm fine.
Money, peace, and cats. That's all.
Now I don't want a
Mhm.
cat, but I got a little
Or
dog.
dogs.
I
Good
got
food.
a dog.
That's it.
So yes, crazy. So he's crazy. So, so yes, so you determine how much you're willing to risk. And during this session, during our sessions, right, we're going to all trade together. Mike, we're going to all trade together.
Yeah.
We're going to post our profits, our wins and our losses.
Yep.
And I'm going to show you how you have to post it because, you know, some people like Mike will cut out a screenshot of certain things, and then he won't show that he might be in a few other trades. And this
Oh
is
my.
look, Mike, I've been doing this for 4 years, okay? I
Yeah.
know I'm like a mother at this point of trading, okay? I know what the bad kids are going to do. I know what they're going to do before they do it. Okay? So, we will all trade together
Awesome.
and we're going to win together and we're going to lose together.
Awesome. Can we start putting trades then next week at least, please?
This coming week?
So yeah, because I really wanna
Oh yeah.
review this a bit because that's
This is oh no, I'm sorry. I was about to say this is the trade we're about to put in, but
ah
I need to go to hold on, let me see. I need to
no, but we need to do the same on our demo accounts.
No, this is what I'm saying. We're going to put these trades in on our demo account.
Okay. I mean, I need to sort out that demo account because I need
But
to download the different broker and all
I
that.
think we were trading we're going to because we said we're going to be doing GU in this group.
Yeah.
So I am waiting for price based on GU to either pull back to here or there was another 4 hour. Um,
I don't see GU right now on your screen.
can you see? You can't see my screen?
I see USD JPY.
Yeah, same.
Oh, hold on. Why is it lagging? It's lagging then. And why is the thing orange? Your screen sharing is pause. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Resume. Can y'all see it now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I didn't stop the recording. I just paused the
Oh.
screen. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Um, I'll cut it out, trust me. Um, so price is either going, okay, so we know that price is already in the premium zone, right?
Yeah.
Of this structure. Now, if you trade like Tide, then you had this break of structure here and then pulled back, and then you had another structure. If you trade like me, this was the swing low, price did not break to over here. So for me, price can come any, oh shoot, let me do this. Let me use the Fib instead. So for me, price can come anywhere between here and here at any of the premium zones, right? So it can come up here to the 50% or the 618 and sell. Either way, it's fine. It doesn't matter. If you trade like Todd, that means price broke here. Means price broke here, came here, pulled back to the 50% and then sold, right? So then that means now and then it sold to the negative 27. It didn't get to the 618. So now the next move would be this move here. That would be the next move. So now price has pulled back into the 618. Maybe it'll come to the 78. Maybe it'll come to the 88. This is my supply zone. So
And did you mark your supply zone on the daily?
I marked it on the daily. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I know that I go down in time frame to narrow it down. You do not have to do that. You can just set an alert at the bottom of this box, right? And you can just start identifying structure, and then once and setting your alerts based on those swing lows that are being created as prices going up. And then once you get an alert that price is has broken structure, then you can just set a limit, cover the swing high to then sell it back down to the lows. Okay. So you can do it however it's best for you. I like to just set the limit and just let it do whatever it's going to do. And again, if price comes up here and say I set a pending sell here, and then I set my stop loss up here, and then I set my take profit down here. Okay. So this is a 0.01. That means I'm either going to lose $7 and gain $37, or I'm going to adjust my to 0.5. I'm either going to lose $37, a 0.05. I'm either going to lose $37 and gain $187, or I'm going to lose $74 and gain $375. So if it worked out this way, right? If it came here and we made $375, our account is now at $475, right? So once we get to 400, we'll start using a 0.4. You either going to lose 296 or you're going to gain 1500. If you gain 1500, you're now at $1900, right? So once you get to $1900, we're starting to get up to the standard lot size. You're either going to lose 740. Well, we would definitely rein in on. So maybe we'll put it there. So we'll lose, and that's because there's an order block here. There's a little this 4 hour demand zone here. I mean supply zone. So you're going to either lose $271 or you're going to gain $4,221. So, like I said, you know what you're going to lose, you know what you're going to gain. It's all what you're willing to lose when you're trading on your own. Matter of fact, when we start trading, if a dollar is too much, it's all about your psychology, right? If we're on that in agreement on what we're willing to lose, we'll go down a lot size. You do not have to trade a dollar per pip if you don't want to. It is your account. So you can make the decision, like I said, on what you're willing to lose. But during our exercise, we're going to trade a dollar per $100. Yeah, a dollar per every $100. Because I want you to be able to feel what the loss will be like. And they say, you don't have feelings when you're not trading real money. I agree, but disagree with that. So that's what we're planning to do this week. Okay. So with that being said, this is what we're looking to trade. Now, this is already at the 618. So price could start selling. So this is my thoughts on this. This is a swing low. Price could pull back to here and start buying up. So where's my tools? Where are my, oh, here we go. So price could pull here and then start pushing up. All right. So
And where is your swing low?
So if I go down to my 1 hour, I can see it a little better. Right now, this is my swing high. This is my break of structure.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, that's my break of structure. So this would be my swing low. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Because price broke structure above this. Price broke above this high, right? So now this is my swing low. This is my swing high. Okay. And then this was my break of structure here. So I would need to see price break below here. As of right now, I need to see it break this low, then this low, and once it got back into here, I would look for the pullback to then start selling. I need to see an impulsive move to the downside, breaking this low. And like I said, it's already in an area where it could happen. If it doesn't happen, then it's just gonna it may not even pull back down to here. It could just keep going up, right? So
If you think
if
that price,
uh,
sorry, if you
uh,
think that price will break your swing low,
it's gonna
are
either
you,
break the swing high or break the swing low.
and if it breaks the swing low, do you then think it's going into your demand zone
No,
to buy back up?
if it breaks the swing low, then I'm expecting this to start pulling back.
Yeah.
So because it's in one of the premium areas, 50%, 618, 78, 88. It can do whatever it's going to do. It's and the market is going to show you what it's going to do. You just have to be patient enough to wait. And being patient enough means you want to see it either break this high or break this low. That's that's the key of being patient and watching it break the high or break the low. Make sense? And everything else is you don't want to trade it until it breaks the high or breaks the low. Because the market is going to show you exactly what it's going to do. And I'm almost thinking that it's probably going to break above. Just FYI.
And why do you think that?
The way this pulled back and rejected right here, I think it's probably going to go up. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. And because I mean, to be honest, I want it to go up. And why do I want it to go up? Because I want it to go to a 78 or 88. I want it to come back to this zone and then shift structure. So I'm okay with it buying up. So whenever we get the confirmation, then that's what I'll call. So I wanted to say this before we get off. Whenever I send, hold on, let me go over to TradingView. TradingView. Um, so if I send and I think DW, Shia, I think it's Shia and DW is the same person. So whenever I send this chart with this short position, this means we're looking for sales, right? The pricing should always be over here. This entry right here will be right here. This stop loss will be right here in red. So because this is in red, the stop loss should be right here. Because this is in blue, the take profit should be right here in blue. So if I send a chart, and I say this because if I send it and I don't put the numbers on there, you should be able to look at it from here and get the pricing. Does that make sense? Because sometimes if you send me like where are we getting, what is the entry, what is the stop loss, what is the da, 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 da. And I did send the other one the other day that didn't have the stop loss on there. But if I send this with the stop loss, 9 times out of 10, I already set it for myself. And then I'm off the charts. I'm going back to work. I'm doing, whatever. I might be in a meeting. I might be so um so I want you to be able to read
I'm
this,
sorry.
huh?
Miss Kim, I thought that while in the 1 hour you refine the zone a little bit more.
Say that again.
I thought that while you're in the 1 hour here, you refine the zone to be tighter, like taking it to the
Um,
highest point, extreme.
so yeah, so I just marked up the daily um demand zone, and I'm just gonna set an alert at this zone. And if price goes up there, um, then I'll refine it a little more. Because on the 1 hour, there are several zones that price can go to, right? There's a zone here, and then there's a zone up here. So I will just wait for price to get here, and then if I see a shift, then I can set it and refine it a little more. Or
Okay.
if price decides it wants to go up here, then I will look for a shift in structure and then refine that zone for the sell. That makes sense, Wisdom? And the
Yes, yes, I got it.
so the reason why I am just going to, I really want to, we're going to set limits because I want you to learn how to set limits. But if price pulls back to this zone right here, I want to make sure that our stop loss is as tight as it can be. Okay. It's always going to be 20 pips. I want you to know that. But I want to make sure that the market is not going to come and sweep our profits to then start selling. I want us to have 100% successful trades in here. And I'm going to show you as I'm doing it. I'm going to explain it as I'm doing it so that you can all understand how to do it as well.
But the only thing I noticed that my numbers are different.
Huh?
Like where you have the 1.35813, that's your alert, right?
That is my entry. That's my entry for this short position. So if I move this, oops, if I move this, if I move this up, that's going to change.
But that's your alert you put on the 1 day supply zone, right? Or not?
I just put an alert there right at the entry, yes. So that I
Based on the 1 day supply zone, the box.
based on this daily, yes.
Okay, because I did exactly the same, but when I check it,
Mm-hmm.
mine is at
My
1.35.
my alert, wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna move this right quick. My alert is at 135130. You see that?
Okay, yeah, makes sense now.
So, and then and it doesn't have to be the same, right? It's just, you just want it to be as close as possible.
Yeah,
So once the alert goes off, I have this short position. That means I'm reminding myself that I'm looking for sells.
yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
once price gets up into this daily zone, and you can mark up, you can do this if you want. I'm on the 1 hour. You have this demand zone here, this candle here, right? And then you also have this one here. So if price bought up into this zone, I would be looking for price to come up into here. It's either going to come here and shift structure, or it's going to keep buying, come here and shift structure. Or it's going to buy out, break above this high, and my whole thought process is going to change. Because at this point, I'm looking for sales, looking for sales. Back up, looking for sales. If it breaks above this high, then I still might be looking for sales. But why would I be looking for sales up here? I've said it like maybe 3 times.
On the higher time frame.
Nope. It all depends on who you trade.
Because the swing high.
It all depends on who you trade like.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. If you trade like Tide, this will be a shift in a market structure shift for buys. If you trade like me, then this will be the zone where I'm looking for sells because price shifted structure here. Price shifted structure here. So I'll look for the pullback to then sell. So I'm going to just put this here, here. So I would be looking for price to come to this 78 or 88, which is right here in a zone that I marked up on the daily
Oh, that's what they do.
to then start selling. This was a daily demand zone. I mean, supply zone right here.
Huh? Mm. So they.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You got questions about that, Mike?
I have a
No, my
question
chart looks
to
different.
ask.
Huh? Huh?
No, my chart looks different. I was wondering why my chart.
So on this time, this 1 hour.
This is the daily. But if I go to the 1 hour, price never broke on the 1 hour. Price never broke. Price never broke this 1 hour until, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I'm looking at it different. Oh, no, it didn't. So this is my swing low here, right? And let me just mark it up as my swing low. Price never closed until right here. So everything from here all the way up to the high to the point where it closed and kept going. Everything above this line right here is fair game for selling from. But if you trade like Tide, and let me go back because this was his line right here. Why is it not doing it? If you trade like Tide, oh, it's right here. Nope, that's not it either. That's mine. Where is it? Where is it? Let me go to the daily. Okay, so I must have deleted it. If you trade like Tide from here to here on the 1 hour, this is Tide zone right here. So Tide zone broke below this zone. And this is why I don't use daily, open and close, because on the daily, this was the zone up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the open and close has moved right here to here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't use open and close of um of a candle. I don't use, and just let me go back. This is Todd's zone right here. And I'm just going to mark it up, right? So when we go down, we can see it. Todd. Okay. And I'm going to remove all this stuff here because it's driving me crazy. Crazy. I'm going to remove that. Remove that. All right. So if I go to Todd's line chart, okay, so he used this as his breakup structure because that's the body open and close of the candles that are right here, right? But if I go down to the 1 hour, that has changed, right? That zone should be now right here, right? And if I go down to the 15-minute, it's going to change again. Now we've moved it down to here, right here. Okay. While my line has stayed right here and has not been broken. That is why I do not use the line chart.
Makes sense.
But I'm not telling anybody not to use the line chart. It is a decision that you have to make for your trading strategy.
Makes sense.
Both of us are giving you a strategy. You have to identify which one you want to use that makes most sense to you. But what am I about to say? Whichever one you choose is what you have to stick to. Okay. All right.
Can you go to like now on the chart, like now?
Mhm.
I'll tell you what I did. So everything that you've got, I've got it as well, but I fibbed the up move. That the up move, the
This
on the
up.
day, yeah, on the daily. Please.
So
Yeah, I fibbed that up.
because now that price has shifted structure,
Mhm.
you don't necessarily want to fib up unless price shifts structure. You want
Oh,
to
okay.
keep you want to keep shifting. You want to keep fibbing the down move. Now that price has shifted structure, you want to fib bearish. You want to do bearish fibs. Now you can do some small internal moves, but you have to know, and this is where people get confused, you have to know that you're buying up to a premium zone to possibly sell.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah,
So once this structure like started shifting structure here, you can fib that move, right? You can fib from up here to here, but price never pulled back to a discounted area. Or it did, never mind. It pulled back to the 50% and kept going. So where's the next move? Um, from here to that never pulled back. So you're going to keep pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. So right now, that's the move. So if this started pulling back and then pushed up, that could happen.
yeah, no, I only fibbed the last up move, the very last up move there where it says swing low. Yeah, just to know where it could possibly pull back to. Just these green candles here.
So, um, so just FYI, whenever I get a break of structure, the first thing I always look for is where is the demand zone or where is the supply zone? There is none in here. Like there's no order block, there's no um there's no imbalance, there's no nothing. So my guess is price, if price sells from here, it's gonna keep selling. So for instance, when this happened, when this moved up here, this was a order block, this was our demand zone, this was our imbalance, and you see it pulled into the imbalance. It pulled into the order block and pushed up, did take out the high, and then pulled back some more, and then took out the high. But I don't see an imbalance or order block anywhere in here.
It's on the daily for some reason, unless my chart is different. It's GU we're on. Um,
Now, the only thing I see is there's an imbalance here. Price could pull back to here and then start buying, pushing up. So on the 1 hour, that's this zone right here. This little
okay.
demand zone right here. So price could push here and then start pushing back up to this zone. Which is what I really would like for it to do. Because I would rather buy from here than, and although it will have shifted structure, we would just have to see what happens when price gets here.
Mm.
Because there can be an impulse candle that blows right through this, right?
Mhm.
And if it blows right through it, then we're looking for sales
Yeah,
for
we got
sure.
news on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, I think. Yeah.
But I really do think price is going to push up some more first and then shift structure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. As long as it's bullish, keep buying.
Okay.
Keep buying.
1 hour, 1 hour.
All right. Any other questions? Are there any questions on TradeLocker, MT5, or trading on TradingView?
For me, it's just a lot of info. I
It,
need to go
it
through
is
it.
it is a lot.
And this has been very, very long.
Look, I keep saying I'm not going to post a video if it's over an hour, but I do know y'all want, I
No,
mean,
we need this.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, but I know how I am. I'm not watching 2 hour videos. I'm sorry. This is a whole 3 hour video.
3.5.
3.5 hour video. You're right.
Yeah.
So you're
No,
gonna,
it's okay. It was needed, but now I'm hungry. I'm even cooking
oh
something
my
to
God,
eat.
I'm starving. I'm starving right now.
No, 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 don't be. No, it's very useful. I just need to go through stuff and just try to kind
So
of grasp everything. And
so
I
you're
need to get the new broker demo account. That's
Yeah, so
the
you're
first
probably
thing.
gonna have to break this down into parts, like throughout the week. Maybe one day watch 30 minutes, another day watch an hour, another day watch
Well, this is it. Until like 21st, I am taken.
Oh,
Now I have Wednesday, I have criminal law exam, and then 21st I have contract law. So that's why I need to go back into studying.
you
It's
gotta stop
just
talking about being a lawyer because Mike gonna want you to be his sugar mama, okay?
I
So
was just about to ask.
so With that,
Well, I don't know if you want that, you know. With a lawyer, you need to behave.
you got to be straight up.
You have to behave, or you
I'm a
know.
good boy. I'm a good boy. It's all right. It's all good.
Or you're going to jail, Mike. You're
Or
going
you going
to
to jail. That's it. Ah, oh my goodness.
jail.
So yeah, from my side, thank you so much. I just need to kind of crack on, and then once I'm done with those exams, I'm gonna fully commit.
Okay.
And that's about it.
All right. So
Yes.
I just wanted to stress like the limits, how to set the limits, how to look at the limits. If I send a trade idea, I'm gonna try my best to put the numbers in the trade idea.
Yeah.
But if I don't, just if you, I just want you to know how to read it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
um, we're gonna trade this week, so be prepared to trade in your demo
Okay.
this week.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, y'all.
Thank you,
Okay.
Cam.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
You're
Have a
welcome.
great week, guys.
All
Thank
right. Yes,
you.
you too. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.